So, in this video, I'm going to talk about the implications of what is happening with rule changes and legal rule changes um, with Safari, where now when you click on a Facebook ad, we really can't do deep tracking. So we don't know if someone clicked on the Facebook ad and if they saw if they didn't convert, we were previously allowed to retarget to these people. Now Safari is stripping out that data. Google Analytics and Google in general is kind of moving towards that same trend where they basically say, look, if you want to collect this kind of data about users on your website, you need to actually store that data on your own servers so that if there is any liability, because there is different rules in America, different rules in Europe, they don't want the liability, which kind of makes sense. Now, um, this is a general trend. So we're moving forward in this direction where we actually will not be able to get this kind of long-term time horizon tracking. Now, this is a problem for brands that rely on that approach. More, rely on discounting, for example, where you want to give a discount to people that didn't convert after the third visit because they're super motivated. Let's give them a discount. That kind of targeting is going to be problematic. And also, of course, then there are issues with cross device tracking because consumers aren't just sticking with the device in which they discovered the website, they're moving from device to device. And so that's a challenge as well. And then, if you have a expensive product where they have a long purchase cycle, then this really is even more problematic because we can't really track across these time horizons. Now, I'm going to talk about the solution for it. But before I do, let me tell you who I am. So, my name is Rishi, and I run an agency called Frictionless Commerce. And we are unique in the sense that we do conversion optimization, but we only work on copy. So, we don't do any UI, UX changes. We don't do any complicated stuff. We simply write copy, and this is really useful because it forces us, because our hands are tied and we have no other tools available to us. It actually forces us to be very effective with writing copy. More importantly, we are writing copy for a very specific type of shopper. We are focusing, instead of focusing on a broad set of use cases, we focus on one specific use case, which are healthy skeptics. So we're trying to persuade healthy skeptics. So that's who we are. Now, let's talk about this future and what the implications are. So I believe that with what's happening, it's going to completely fundamentally change the world of A/B testing and marketing in general. It's going to actually take us back in time to a direct response period where we used to have direct response marketing. And what is direct response marketing? Direct response marketing is where you see an ad and the measurement is simply, did someone convert based on this ad? Did they not convert based the first time, the one instance that they've seen the ad? Did they convert? Did they not convert? And if they didn't convert, that's not a sale. If they did convert, that is a sale. So if they saw the ad, they came back after 3 weeks and found the ad and then looked at the number on the ad and converted, in classical direct response, that's really not considered a conversion. I think that same discipline is going to be applied to marketing, and it's going to fundamentally change how we think about marketing. Because imagine if I know that the person I'm trying to talk to is someone I'm going to be able to hit up many more times, or it's like trying to persuade someone through email. If you know that you can kind of email them several times and persuade them over several emails, that approach is very different. Versus if I know I have just one shot to email this person and I can never contact them again. As you can imagine, that's a very, very different mindset. And the way I would go about it would be fundamentally different. And the buyer psychology levers that I'm playing with will be different. The length of the copy will be different. The way I structure it will be different. It'll be basically totally different. And so I think that same discipline is going to come to e-commerce and marketing in general, this direct response mindset. And I think this is a good thing because what you'll find is that it's kind of like once you create that constraint and say, we're going to come up with marketing ideas based on this constraint. Now, when you add on to that the fact that we actually can track people, for example, because you will be able to still track people situationally, that is a compounding impact. So I think that that discipline of saying, okay, someone has come to our website, they're a healthy skeptic, they've never bought from us before. What are we trying to tell them? That discipline is that muscle is incredibly important. So I think that that's really really powerful. Now, we've spent a lot of time, obviously, as you can imagine, because we are direct response copywriters, we are direct response marketers. So we've never relied on getting someone's email address, using a drip campaign to kind of persuade them, or retargeting them, or or kind of having cookies that allow us to kind of give them a discount. None of those things are in our set, which means that all we do is we assume that the person who we're talking to today, we will never see them again. So we have to make sure we are efficiently delivering our sales pitch. Now, if you're in a situation where you did used to use those techniques in the past and they worked well for your business, but now you're kind of in a situation where you might not have access to those techniques, I would recommend that you go to the comment section below. I actually linked to an article, and that article is like our core thesis article that links to four core chapters where we talk about the four core pillars that we're focused on: conversion optimization, buyer psychology, conversion copywriting, and product page optimization. And we lay out our entire plan. We give up all our secrets. We have tons of case studies that we include so you can actually see evidence of how this works. And I think you'll get tons of value from it. So good luck and drop us a message if you have any questions.